nwanwa say Zito din be pie.
Okay.
Inti say Zito buy 3 games competitive games wa bono. Ya shedi mienu a ebi anka nkofo ka say ah moma nko. Technical director nko amompam no.
Yes.
Ebi anka nkofo be kanti abusia so buy no about 3 competitive games. 2 wins and a draw. I'm not sure say performance are enye. It would tell Crawford link no say na de niam na nya dwuma na. It is not out of place.
Okay.
But the minimum is Karim Zito assign a contract at the Asante Kotoko as a technical director. That decision as announced by Asante Kotoko. Sir Kabiru Benya as work on the buy and confirm say or the technical director.
Yeah.
But almost say games na aka amiable league na at that time there 6 Premier League games. And they aka 4. No more 1 FA Cup game bo. So confirmed number of games as at the time on no na 7. And they or the backwa kan wo FA Cup nimti obebo maximum 8 games at the Kotoko. So Kotoko appointed Abdul Karim Zito as a technical director.
But on your stopgap coach.
Because omuni head coach.
Yeah.
And clearly the search for coach in the a commence and of course Makato said the time that ye bo a league no akoba Africa no.
Yes.
Iti Mr. Ralph Bekaya a coach ya Rush ya pre kuna call what no after say Masokon ja okọ no. And so Bekaya o kan say okoba Africa bra onim ni players no. To say the now Karim Zito buy or catch say even after 2 weeks or person free players sometimes or turn it to technical team for number 5 for number 8 no mame. Enti at the time ya preko ade nso atema ko CAF Confederations Cup no was onim players and abuzapanyi ni abo league awie ni and starting league e ma ni more competitive game. Eti friendly match nto omo game bi kura wo nsenchire Samates for organizing off-season cup bi ma amuko bobi ya ne interview no so aboa no police amana hu players level na kakra obesi ahia matches when nya competitive game bi am proud to oko kick ball in Africa. So the time difference na ye boy league ni wiade wo mu ade ko Africa de mu nwa enti you need a certain level of continuity.
Okay.
Na buzapanyi
Yes sir.
Ma me mfa no ntum na me nka se Kotoko for na kwanda ho no mo de adwuma na Mazito ne be yi on permanent basis a em so mo de man na be bo
Sir.
These are players on my ball almost the entire season under one particular coach.
Ogun.
And Okona a cast 6 matches to the end of the season.
Yes.
Foforo bae. Na foforo samba ni ekoba Africa na. One day I'm ranching. How would the coach a basic na coach see the players no onimo. Me say untimi blame no. Some no can be musi onyaka but he's only being fair to the fact because on say coaches be say ya no mutifie. On shada nyo obi adwuma ya no mo follow pa na at the time Karim Zito dreams. Na dreams area no person will save dreams. Nya sure so be nya bre. E de di Kotoko echi akwa Kotoko players na ye hwan na hwan. To no question woman say with more training sessions are ekoso no. He will get to know the players with time. But take that scenario as an example say Karim Zito kura wabedi oba Easter Monday. Karim Zito Easter Monday. No be dru kuma se anwumere no.
Yeah.
Na ni Tuesday Kotoko de yi ba na Wednesday obe chance njofo. Say ye ball league ni we na buzapanyi Kotoko anytime anasa akofo bi foforo ba. The same set of players they played under Prosper Ogum for most parts of the season.
Yes.
And Zito aba for the end of the season. Now akofo foforo to start another season ah. E bi kwa na players no.
Okay.
Enti a striker me say on that note say Kotoko he no mo change coach na foforo samba no so afa na obe players afa na obe say ya it may be a problem but if Kotoko can appoint a coach once season e course because say Kotoko fa coach abuzapanyi disappoint you bia omo announce Karim Zito as a head coach.
Yes.
So omo fa na say head coach the alpha coach say ya as what say and they can name a coach now. The coach can be part of the team, around the team. Then that coach, will be in a position a better assessment of the current team together with the sporting director, the technical advisor, on between who direction of team no when for kwan ye dey be kan. Entie bia nke bebo season na wie no. No ma yomo ni o ma wie. Unim de tia Real Madrid atias yama Ancelotti. Kwa about the 26. Ancelotti will be announced on Madrid coach bi. Na nkom person dey be Brazil for. Say na coach mo na kasa sie ni ade. But Madrid realized that Ancelotti decision appointing a new coach and a problem the man. And they Madrid together with Xabi Alonso Omo make your way through am mpanyifo mo ba Leverkusen atiase ama na na wagye atum say ye mo season ni ba to okombo a. Say wonu say Xabi Alonso see onya adwuma as Bayern Munich coach or adwuma as Real Madrid coach. It's the direction of recruitment because Madrid person okwaje the club World Cup no. O person okwaje club World Cup. Enti ya ntwan na beka 2 weeks and ya appoint coach. So quickly omaye. So if Kotoko can appoint the coach as early as possible, as soon as possible, then gap na may identify say it could be a problem for Asante Kotoko. They will fill that gap because coach, say Kotoko, ewo assistant coach, ewo technical director, or technical advisor, ewo sporting director, muni head coach. So they can do that and fill that gap. Na omo edi eno aba abewuram na fi coach na eye na dwuma new one bit ma ba combine ideas with Zito then omo boko.
Okay.
But in the absence of that, again, Makacho sa Asante Kotoko so mpeso mko ba Africa ebuzapanyi enya de a ye de sie. Enti at the beginning of the season, Prosper Nete Ogum Asian Centrofo a nen sama no waka kire no so new team, young team, you put it together, but okache players says ye season ye league in ye FA Cup. Yes. Nana Pinkra kwese wu am say new year message 2025 1st January the message at that YouTube and obetima kotie. Yes. Or say they want to win here and go Africa. No more ako do very well. Mo ako perform Africa. Nana Pinkra no mazem ni. Yeah. Coach James Kosiapia any interview he maintain it. Okay. Yeah. It clearly Kotoko a plan to play in the African club competition. Yes. Say the bank Kotoko pa the Confederations Cup. In fact, per new CAF new rules and standards no. Ayi for no a golden cake for no. Omo je cup no go enjoy omo team Africa. Okay, so the last time Kotoko ebebo Africa. We eno kra elite ayi free wa. Eso one my team Rafo guy. Eso we eso omo nyebi. Tisani o manyo mani nyina betima ya de a ebetimi aye hindrance e de amon but Kotoko will fight to win the cup. Enye obi na ekoje e no mo de akobo. That is the scenario. But ebusia so mo rura Confederations Cup ni ma. Names na abani nyina. Obi aniwa currently our experience our Confederations Cup ni Kotoko coach na. So if Kotoko are intending to go to Africa to go and perform well, to go and do well, menya sure say coaches obia ye link to Kotoko say see bia no ewo more experience in the African club competition Confederations Cup chain Karim Zito
kobo e no nya experience nti ade na mo obi so kobo no nso nya bi
nti those are decisions you make. If I am the person making that decision ya Karim Zito no what that nyasa fe na me kofa na makacho say on the basis of time difference time na be preparation and the fact that Ukraine experience and as our tournament in person but me Pepe I have just settled on Karim Zito.
Okay.
If he will do it because can so Karim Zito wa Kotoko as head coach
yeah
or back Kotoko as a technical director. So if per discussions between management and Urano so you're interested because dynamic catcher say the way Kotoko appointed Karim Zito and the assistant can your names ordinarily Bianca alpha coach or Ghana the coach may want to bring on one assistant but when the assistant or order no more your mojumano biana ube jai mo amoma ye jumano ade akomani again can bia baby ameme abujapanyi medem direction afa ama analysis na kosi some de adwuma no makari Zito bia nya wana Kotoko a direction am bia Kotoko are looking for a long-term coach anu kra no Kotoko de abujapanyi omu team long-term coach abra o perform team kese bia ni wa or we need long-term plan say team ketwa they can accommodate it prosper performance he said no on the bibiani go stars am nya jose ki apam no say no nations e bia nge empam no or Pando out of Lions, no more, or that 7th, 8th, in game Pamon. But at Kotoko, the expectation and the BBA different. And no accommodating Kama, Nippano, no, that will lose the top sport na 2 weeks, 4 days near Jano Kwainoko. Because the club has a certain expectation of what they want to do. And if Abdul Karim Zito, the meme kase Kotoko plan me plan here pedia, and you have me and come maintain. But Ebia, Kotoko are looking at a different coach. You are looking at this. You are looking at that. You are looking at that. Omokani in album. There be any Abdul Karim Zito asem. Intino, your plan the man. You didn't translate na baso me technical director no. Maybe your plan no answer Kotoko. Adia bakwa IMC aya busapanyi. Oba koso abo mabaso. Aye, so youth team now. Over the past 10 years or so, obi a obeye Kotoko bia. Asante hine kache za youth team mama omu ntimanya IMC ayemboa. Entie bia take that de ejom ko fa no. Kaisa Abdul Karim Zito or was a youth development ade no wodumu. Enti Kotoko kra no say dia plan omde ba ye. Omra meya na omu youth team no. En so se en develop yi. Say busuan say enti no omde ba ya. And yes, me plan ya metia me mani abri. Can be so say when you close contact with the team, wabenya he's acclimatized with the team, who the oye and wakobo Confederations Cup edu semi-final entino confine nkono. Ubo say me master na American and then kotoko dey ensi so then eno ebe fall flat.
Okay.
Enti I think that offer all the coaches are ya link up na buzabanyi.
Yes.
Kotoko masa me Ralph me shada ko check here you. Say be on my publication be Kotoko nka so mo pe coach. But mo receive application ko be 300. Asante ko application a. Aba mo mail na buzabanyi.
O ga sa wo twan na ebe ba no ma fa coach na bia.
Na me nka za me fu.
Oh, e dey ya wo pe bi.
Enti omo applications from Ghana ne.
Outside
Coach ba ko Ghana ha ye betima bondi so apply be here. Asai be dia ko. Former coach at my Recruitment Chelsea, then Okoye has assistant coach. Currently, and Jay no head coach at my Bekwai Heroes. So Scandi Mutim on an head coach of Bekwai Heroes. Apply. Back on go MBA. It some application here. The cause Uniano. Asante has not invited applicants. So mama pay you. But essence agents near there around and abrofunu bebrebe e de omo de abetum ya omo so pass ante ko dwuma no omunya omba be me gidi ye pass abuzapanyi on the basis of everything that I have said. Say offer Abdul Karim Zito his interest number one, he interested to be the head coach, which I know he's interested. My main fan says Abdul Karim Zito and can't ko panyi bia so person head coach no.
Okay.
But we didn't come out nipa bia ben no abusana mo why not say team here once wakasa bi o say me haya team me ya me ya de enti no enti and adwuna no
players galore
yen fan just Asante ko adwuma no. There is no coaching job in Ghana ehun adodode no Asante ko in terms of Premier League e bia nkofo efa coaches bi emomu e wa academy level, but in terms of Premier League ne de ehun adodode pa de team bi ani kuro imu a woman no edru Kotoko de nti yes enya adwuma asebe as ye dey force so abedwane da bi dem mpe eti coach su enya obeye but on kan champion for so ope all the other coaches are mudin buy no names read so ho, but I'm telling you say me na me take a decision me di adwuma no be Abdul Karim Zito not on the basis say or you better than omo makani because who the league no so by example now for be say Masokradu Masokradu bra wa league no Karim Zito mo bi league no even though no so coach eti o just a position nyina sa enetie na
ubusa which Kotoko consider the Africa lo and league no people so the be Karim Zito na me bisa how does Karim Watara save his job
na Rafu say Watara has a recruitment list Edion has a has a seven ne kai kana
as a mpanifo na you money bi
in fact he's or your listing on the orders of Togo Afede and so on man.
Wow.
Yes.
na se boche man na nya na dwen se
the matches but the am one say me ko din komo fa kire no mo oh listen na o ye ndie nche say on the better ba so obo league no nti onim players e bo nti obi nya recommendation ma obi but has of folk tie yeah na omkofa Koopman ni din no sivo
I see Koopman
has a year recruitment every year a car less than a week to the start of the league you know and I'm name coach you know now has of folk in the last 5 seasons year recruitment you no mafa coach in the last 5 seasons has year recruitment you no mafa coach I'm hoping say we nko yes abiem abusapani
yes sir
Watara aka 4 games I just say Watara 4 games here bia wa bono wa show bia decision bi on say who take care na den ma wa who take no based on the current situation
yeah
based on what is happening the exigencies of the situation sabuza panyi emza has next game o ko brekum on na bia wa kwhye brekum Chelsea or 2-0 no banka no be 4-0 no akwhye obi 3-0 no be na o so pam na say on say dem ma say Watara person secure adwuma wa house folk no to so say or ya house folk adwuma
so the was started recruitment yeah
recruitment in the nyo no na asase e ne panyini na dia ma no say on recommend o de ye bona ye ko na wo hwem the penny say opeso secure na adwuma na agese coach Abdul coach Abubakar Watara I said 4 games in no about convincing football
okay
so it becomes very difficult for whoever wants to take a decision to sack him to begin to rethink about it and yes league he baby ya bodri no Watara modem on opam na nkenya den
okay
the fact that in the FA Cup he exited very early the fact that had to folk trophyless season coach the obusa no was last season now you battle for relegation now this season around the top near coach 7 8 6 now last season time na has better hoti ono ne the Chelsea coach no example ni bi na de nam say mo da be na mo ba Champions League zone mu a as mo ha me enu bi na has coach ni use but no kwasem ne say maka kire o say Man U da 16th when you starting next season the expectation is that some go league that is a big club
okay
so Man U who are currently on 16th position in the league what the upper has next season so mo your recruitment ni bibia wi a now cause and confirm predicted top 4 finish for 2025-2026 season we do Man U because the expectation yes Man U at this 16th this season tiane somebody be the 8th and answer 9th improvement about at big clubs those things are not improvement okay. I think that Abubakar Watara ought to win and win convincingly the rest of the matches are can and no betimi asend the signal bi e de am panyin for so nya sa de abuja panyin the body ma wabebo if you be so half season last year plus the why ye there enya enough e be convince obi ase yenkoso a man retain adwuma oye no
anti pepe dia no won say so was it the first time watching you foreign news presenter the sky is your starting point Nketia Mike dear I don't know okay the guy is solid nana owura ku Dave enso dear odiaba I don't know je to aso so
abuja
na me bisa Asante Kotoko adwuma no mfa ma Karim Zito then Watara how does he save his job
I was here for Coach Watara. So man a caveat to be so only be to save the job. I will charge on the supporters. Say omono omonpene for nye be incapa. Because you bought a season that lasted for a period of 9 months. And we've seen the performance of Coach Watara. But so your management na wahwe saa period yi nyina na wahwe baby a team no call stroba form performance week in week out. Now team ma bibi say yenhwe say bia last game see otimi e bibia abusia bibia ni ho Watara ya it should warrant him or guarantee him his job. You see, Watara can be a good scout or negotiator for us in terms of convincing players to join the team. but me all but me catch you say watara no dia mo keka abodi amo sesa mpempra dia de fefa no hono nya sa nete. He can't do any better job for us folk. So bibi anywhere o yeah so we should be 9-0 20-0 15-0 abusia bibi anywhere watara idia why in the course of time obebo last season half of the season abusia and wabo a full season. Sabo trainer mwanya ama Samuel Odu a mugina so ono anu okuta 3 or 4 trophies eja no kwan na wata ba ediem bim pa na wo ho a obetimi aya no nti be ka se coach yiye bibi soronko enti enya team na mfama no abusia me de club ya na me wo, but I always maintain say I have huge respect for us folk on any day. Uyeme Kotoko no to nchen has any team I'm respect them because they are a big club. Omo massive following. So club a massive following ano they deserve a niema a proper. And you may proper and say has a ball no more energy levels was through. No more say never say that and never say that nenya money as one fanton yoma ujomo. Never say that and it a revenue mo yanyin to say you lose. And then about 55 minutes a place in the Benyanaki upon my brace tam. I was here.
Yes, sir.
Team and the coach could win back one, no to 2 ampere. Uncle ya offered post match our man. No about so no about you say one go suya question ibuza next time who tactical no about no babusami. Jem fasa anye house of folk as a big club with massive following. Intermediate. Meaning before his appointment, video circulating or Nama Abidjan or Ebo Afconye or Nenon Cruise, he didn't command and back catcher or say Busia, catching no more cofano, or may you and also with the as a mebono would want them. Abusia, oh may she, or be our free active coach in watch that also may head coach in critical situation. And watch say tactically or lucky a lot. The players in endurance level or form motivation or form. So they would need somebody abusia on to pamper them.
Okay.
But obetro mo say when you pay, if you can't do that for me, get out. The Bia has a good no. That is what they need. So we want to see how so just imagine 3-4 seasons ago. Now has no Kotoko na April League na abusia ka that season.
Yes.
Eventually Kotoko call Accra and Koluzu 1-0. I think a free Bani or Kennedy Yado. And Bani and the shares are good. Abusia, look at the euphoria. Look at how a local scene it here. Now you're bobo. But the energy as I'm about to do raho, Nikotoko preparation or the call. Name why then to the point say dwarfs of crab boba, Kotoko interest war has no interest war. That was how Ananka was getting Peja League in the BM. That was the season. House of Folk, Croya, and they already get fees. I got 2 million or 3 million. No beyond that season. I was here among for Bugate in a question of match. How many Olympics level?
Yeah. Because I said the security for one of bread.
I was here, Mr. Bread. Now you 6 o'clock. A match kick off. No, now 6.
And the floodlight.
Glassing a wakumone, a yimo, fab, and some. You look at the game, my boy. Until you're then at the same house of folk. Fast forward 3 years. Now, you're queer anymore. I say,
what you say, what I did.
I was your mom for manager be our own. The actions in the Juma Yano, a man Crawford team, no, a poor bashet team, no. So, man, Yanesa, normally Papaya and Ne or China. And I say now, or the corner star, I don't know. Or the Isa, why is that? Or the Isa, no, I dodge traffic. Not 20 years, Wendy. Sir, to a moment, baby.
And Seraph earlier, let me be, sir, who wins the league? Yeah, did you my way? But your boy, week be, week, boy.